did you ever think about not continuing in real estate?
No. What I thought about is what's the transition out of the business?
Out of the other business.
Yeah. So I'm 58, and the average, you probably know this because you know your numbers, but the average agent in the United States is 57 years old. Mm-hmm. And what there is there's a very clear divide between those that are, let's say, 45 and under and those that are, let's say, 55 and older. Mm-hmm. And the divide is usually based on technology. The 55 and olders have really good product knowledge and really good client skills and a good book of business. The 45s and unders don't have that. Mm-hmm. But they're wicked smart when it comes to technology and using it and doing that to benefit. So what's the blending there? And I would say to those of us that are, let's just say, in the second half or maybe even the fourth quarter of our careers, right. That if you're not willing to fully embrace change and technology, which I made a major commitment to, then you probably should change your business model and just be very content to maybe do a little less business and do it on a very personal level with, right. Maybe your best 100 clients or whatever it is and just be fine with that. But if you're going to be in the real estate business in 2021, you got to do it all because that's right. What the client expects.
Well, it's funny because people, as you know, I started the computer stuff, in the 80s and, I got asked a lot about, what got you there. And it was very simple. And it was basically, you want to handle more people better. You have to embrace technology. Yeah. You have to do that. But to your point earlier, every year our industry gets a year older. It's 57 now. It's 56 last year. It was 55 the year before, which is interesting. And I've interviewed a lot of guys that were headed up all the association of realtors around, and I asked them every month when you bring in new people. It's consistent as hell, by the way. I mean, we turn over 15% a year of people. They come in, they come out. So that means that right now, half of everybody in the industry is less than 5 years in the business.
Interesting. Okay.
So when you go and you look at these new faces at orientation, do you see the age demographic change? Because oddly enough, the people under 40, the percentage of people in real estate under 40 is declining. Mm-hmm. And yet they're not declining in terms of showing up at these, participating. So they're not able to succeed like they used to be able to succeed, which is an interesting thing. To your point, I think it's kind of why you've seen teams build because they do what you've suggested,